This was a meeting place of people. People would meet at the mill and they'd discuss things. And it's the only way people got the news. We didn't get news any other way. But nowadays it's just such a different world. Okay, I'm Elliot Moss. I live in East Montpelier. I came from Calais, and Joel Robinson was my great-great-great-great-grandfather, and he's buried up here in the Robinson Cemetery. In fact, I went up yesterday to say hi to him, but he was kind of silent. We're in historic Kent's Corner, Vermont, and we are at the Joel Robinson Sawmill. Joel came from Rehoboth, Massachusetts in 1792, and he built a house. Then he brought his family up and built the mill. How he ever got up here is anybody's guess, because you had 300 miles to go, you had rivers to cross. He had to fend for himself because there weren't people all along the way. They sawed a lot of lumber here until probably 60 or 70 years ago. My uncle and I decided that this mill should run again. So with a lot of hard work, we put things back together. A lot of the parts had been thrown into the pond. We couldn't fish them out, but my uncle made new parts. I do remember the first time we got this mill running, there were maybe 100, maybe 150 people on this bank watching us. I was about to push the levers and make it run, and I saw tears coming from their eyes. They were so happy to see that once more the mill is going to churn. And now the mill is silent because the mud has slowed the waterworks down in the pond.
If we get the mud out of the pond, then we'll be able to access the penstock, which is the long tube that the water flows through and hits the wheel. And then the vision is to be able to use that water to actually cut wood.
The foundation stone was falling down and needed repair. The building had some rotting timbers, so we hired a timber frame expert to actually fix the mill and replace bad timbers and level the building. This was probably one of very few in the country that were still a totally water-powered sawmill that might operate. There's a lot of old sawmills that are not in any good shape. The building may be there, but the works are gone.
Every town used to have a sawmill. The fact that maybe this one is going to be back up and running, I think will give people insight into what it was like when people like Joel Robinson were settling this whole area.
It's not a maybe, Larry. It will be up and running.
Did I say maybe?
Yeah, you did. I tell the little kids now, ask questions. Anybody you can see, ask questions, because they won't always be there to ask. I want all the little kids, the ones being born today, I want them to remember something about their heritage. The world is changing, but if they can see those wheels whirring and listen to us old people talk about it, they might remember it.